Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cody's Bourbon and Cola D1NZ National Drifting Championship. Round 1 was all about Mad Mike Wadet and the Red Bull RX-7, the current championship leader. But right now, it's the fastest drifting corner in the world. That's right, Pukekohe Park Raceway plays host to round 2 of the National Series. My name's Brendan White.
And I'm Warren Sear, and welcome to the spiritual home of New Zealand drifting. Cody's Bourbon and Cola D1NZ, round 2, Pukekohe Park Raceway.
Brought to you by Cody's Bourbon and Cola, Castrol Air Joyle,
Dodson Performance, and Auckland Ssangyong. Coming up on today's show, the track rundown, the top 16, the top 8, the top 4, and then those all-important victory burnouts.
Welcome to round 2 of the Castrol Edge D1NZ. We're here at Pukekohe Raceway, and I tell you what, this track has got a reputation of being intimidating, and I can see why. These guys are entering that first corner at around 200 kilometres sideways.
So the judges are looking for big entry speeds into the sweeper, the cars hitting the clipping points on the track, big angle, big smoke, close proximity battles, and maximum style.
Here at Pukekohe Park Raceway, the drivers lay it all on the line to put on the best possible show for the crowd and bring them up close and personal.
Now the driver everybody's going to be watching for round 2 is Mad Mike Wadet in the Red Bull RX-7. He currently took out number 1 and leads the championship. Hometown of Auckland, 26-speed quad rotor, doesn't get much better than that.
Keep your eyes on the man from the Taranaki representing West Side Rotor, Steve Soul and the Steve Soul Customs JZX Chaser.
Just missing the post at round 1, coming in second was Andrew Redwood Racing in the Nankang S14 RB25 DET.
Coming out of the Auckland area, one for the Chinese drift fans at Sky Zhao representing D-Spec in his S15.
And the 3-time defending champion, Gaz Wider in the Tektaloi S14 with 450 kilowatts in that small SR20 DET.
Let's go on board now with the Castrol Edge Commodore. Fang and Dan Wilhouse takes us for a ride. Heads for the outside gate, 5th gear. Into the sweeper he goes, 140k an hour, winds on maximum lock, switches back the opposite way, pulls on the handbrake. Fang and Dan Wilhouse applies the throttle, slides nicely out through to the outside apex on Castrol. That's a lap of Pukekohe Park Raceway's drift section. Let's get into the action. So here we go, we're about to get underway with round 2 of the D1NZ Top 16 coming up next.
Exciting times with the first battle. Number 1 qualifier Darren Benjamin versus Sky Zhao. And then Bradley Lauder versus Mark Burling.
Over on the other side, it's Kurt Whitaker up against Matt Chucky Jackson. Fang and Dan Wilhouse against the young gun Nico Reed.
Our number 2 qualifier Cole Armstrong versus Randall Luhipihi. And Gaz White in the S14 versus Dave Stedman.
Then we go to the mad one, Mad Mike Whittet up against Dainham Templeman Battle of the RX-7s, Chris Trundle versus Steve Soul in the Battle of the Naki Lads.
That's our top 16. A huge part of D1NZ is introducing the drivers to the crowd. That's what they do, they get some heat in the tyres. They make themselves known.
And they love to show off and make that smoke. Now, unfortunately for Mad Mike Whittet, your round 1 winner, the top 16 introduction would not go so well and he'd suffer a diff failure as he was trying to get some heat into those big 265 wide tyres. Mad Mike Whittet out in the top 16 and a huge shock. Mad Mike Whittet blew his diff, which opened the way for others.